The written history of Jujutsu first began during the Nara period, c. 710–c. 794, combining early forms of sumo and various Japanese martial arts, which were used on the battlefield for close combat. The oldest known styles of Jujutsu are Shinden Fudo Ryu, c. 1130, Tenshin Shoden Katori Shinto Ryu, c. 1447, and Takenouchi Ryu, which was founded in 1530s. Many Jujutsu forms also extensively taught parrying and counterattacking long weapons, such as swords or spears via a dagger or other small weapons. In contrast to the neighboring nations of China and Okinawa, whose martial arts made greater use of striking techniques, Japanese hand-to-hand combat forms focused heavily upon throwing, including joint-locking throws, immobilizing, joint locks, choking, strangulation, and to lesser extent, ground fighting. In the early 17th century, during the Edo period, Jujutsu continued to evolve due to the strict laws which were imposed by the Tokugawa shogunate to reduce war as influenced by the Chinese social philosophy of Neo-Confucianism, which was obtained during Hideyoshi's invasions of Korea and spread throughout Japan via scholars such as Fujiwara Seika. During this new ideology, weapons and armor became unused decorative items, so hand-to-hand combat flourished as a form of self-defense and new techniques were created to adapt to the changing situation of unarmored opponents. This included the development of various striking techniques in Jujutsu, which expanded upon the limited striking previously found in Jujutsu, which targeted vital areas above the shoulders such as the eyes, throat, and back of the neck. However, towards the 18th century, the number of striking techniques was severely reduced, as they were considered less effective and exert too much energy. Instead, striking in Jujutsu primarily became used as a way to distract the opponent or to unbalance him in the lead up to a joint lock, strangle, or throw. During the same period, the numerous Jujutsu schools challenged each other to duels, which became a popular pastime for warriors under a peaceful, unified government. From these challenges, randori was created to practice without risk of breaking the law, and the various styles of each school evolved from combating each other without intention to kill. The term Jujutsu was not coined until the 17th century, after which time it became a blanket term for a wide variety of grappling-related disciplines and techniques. Prior to that time, these skills had names such as short sword grappling, Xiao Juzu Yao Ji Hui, Kogosoku Koshi no Mawari, grappling, Zutao or Zuda Kumiuchi, body art, Tishu Taijutsu, softness, Rao or Hi Yawara, art of harmony, Hishu Wajutsu Yawara Jutsu, catching hand, Busho Torite, and even the way of softness, Rudao Judo. As early as 1724, almost 2 centuries before Kano Jigoro founded the modern art of Kodokan Judo. Today, the systems of unarmed combat that were developed and practiced during the Muromachi period, 1333–1573, are referred to collectively as Japanese old-style Jujutsu, Ri-Ben-gu Liu-Ru-Shu, Nihon Koryu Jujutsu. At this period in history, the systems practiced were not systems of unarmed combat, but rather means for an unarmed or lightly armed warrior to fight a heavily armed and armored enemy on the battlefield. In battle, it was often impossible for a samurai to use his long sword or polearm, and would therefore be forced to rely on his short sword, dagger, or bare hands. When fully armored, the effective use of such minor weapons necessitated the employment of grappling skills. Methods of combat, as mentioned above, included striking, kicking and punching, various takedowns, trips, throwing, body throws, shoulder and hip throws, joint locking throws, sacrifice throws, unbalance and leg sweeping throws, restraining, pinning, strangling, grappling, wrestling and rope tying, and weaponry. Defensive tactics included blocking, evading, off-balancing, blending, and escaping. Minor weapons, such as the tanto, knife, ryofundo kusari, weighted chain, kabuto wari, helmet breaker, and kakushi buki, secret or disguised weapons, were almost always included in Sengoku Jujutsu. Please like, subscribe, and comment on the next video you want to see.